To me, it's all about, did I get the ice cream? Now, I know that may sound kind of strange, but let me explain. In the process that I call the Vision Quest, this is a process that I take all of our clients through, well, all of my initial clients, if they're really wanting to change, if they're really wanting to create an organization, create their company in such a way and their lives in such a way that will truly be satisfying and fulfilling for them, then we have to get completely aligned. And the process that I use for that is called a Vision Quest. If at the end of that intense 2-day process, there has been significant things that have happened, things that I can recognize as being extraordinary in that person's life, and things that I know will carry on and carry forward from that moment, then I treat myself to ice cream at the end of the second day or on the third day if I happen to be staying over. For me, this is tradition. For my family, this is tradition. My family has often helped me in the Vision Quest, in providing experience that is something extraordinary. You see, the quality of your own professional experience is going to be directly proportional to the experience of those you work with and those you work for. That's it. Everything that we do is going to come back to that. Everything that you're going to feel, the satisfaction, the joy, the energy, everything that comes in that is going to come because of that one central concept. And that one central concept is really distilled down to one thing: value. What is the value that you provide for those that you work for? What's the value that you provide for those that you work with? What's the value that I have to give? You see, it's in the realization of that value that we feel satisfied. It's in the realization of the value that we feel that what we've done is quality work. All of that is relative. The value that I think I provide is of no value if those receiving it don't value it. Does that make sense? I have to relate. I have to be aligned. Everything has to work together. If not, then it's of little value. I have to reach out, I have to try and do the very best I can to reach the people who will value the message that I have to give. And sometimes that's a lengthy process. Now, if you try and you try and you try and you try and you try to reach the people that value the message you have to give, and you're not able to reach anyone, it's not of any value. Move on. Don't spend your time there. From the time that we're little children, it's innate in us that we want to be of value. We want to be of worth. Oftentimes, we allow others the ability to destroy that worth and that value that we had, that we originally were given, that we were born with. We don't want to ever let somebody do that. Now, that's a subject of another podcast. I'll go there in another day. When we consider the professional experience that we have to know that what we're doing is a value. If we know that what we're giving is sub-value, subpar, then it's not going to work. Why? We may deliver whatever that is, but in that delivery, when we know it's not the best that we can do, that will come through. That energy is lacking. We won't provide the very best that we have because it's not the very best that we have. More than 20 years ago, I had the unique experience of attending an Unleash the Power Within weekend with Tony Robbins. In that time, yes, I did walk the coals. I walked the fire. In that time, if you didn't go in with a sense of what the value was going to be, if you didn't value what Tony was going to provide you and in the manner in which he was going to provide you, it was going to be disconnected. And it was in some ways disconnected for me. I still got a lot out of it. I still get a lot out of Tony. I'm very grateful for the teaching that he provides, for the energy and enthusiasm that he puts in, the work, the dedication that he puts into what he does. He has great value in what he provides. The world has shown that in the following that he has. There are others that resonate with the value that Tony provides. That didn't just happen. That didn't just come. If you followed him as long as I have, but you have to be as old as I am, then you know that his success wasn't overnight. His success came by resonating with the audience that he had. He had to find and align what he had to share with others, and then others naturally gravitated toward that message. That's the same with anyone who provides value, and it really doesn't matter what value you provide. You have to provide an experience that stands out. You have to provide an experience that's different than the norm. That's what's going to provide value and attraction to what it is that you do. If you do the same thing that everybody else does and you do it in the same way, there's nothing unique, nothing special, nothing that sets you apart, then the value proposition, the value that you can provide is minimal, right? Because other people have that same value. It's a commodity. If you're still listening to this message, it's because you value either me or you value the message that you're hearing. I appreciate either one. I'm grateful for either one. My job is to always remain relevant. One of the most valuable things that I can do in my own professional experience is to never forget that my only purpose is to provide value to you. That is the only thing that I can do. I can only provide you with value. Once I lose that, once I lose the understanding that it's not about me, it's about you, then I've lost the opportunity to be effective. When I lose the opportunity to be effective, my professional experience diminishes. When my professional experience diminishes, every experience in my life diminishes. That's not what I'm here for. That's not why I was placed upon this earth. For me to not share what I've been given with others is an act of great disrespect to the one who gave it to me. For me, I believe that's God. God gave me the abilities that I have, and for me not to use them is a slap in his face, and I really don't want to do that. So my opportunity is to share with you the very best that I possibly can, to be the very best that I possibly can, in order that you can have and create exceptional experiences in every area of your life. Thank you so much for being with me. I do appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing, if what you're hearing, please like it, please rate it, please share it. I want to get the word out. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next Primacy Podcast.